Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week back in Snow Hill for the Shore Fun Garden Tractor Pulling.
We continue our look back at 2024 so far with a turkey hunt in Bridgeville.
Scorchy Taws takes us to Chincoteague to meet a couple of infamous saltwater cowboys.
And we'll see just how good Jason is with a chainsaw at the Delaware chainsaw carving event in Woodside.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the First Half of 2024 special.
And Jason, I'd like to congratulate you on putting up with my shenanigans for the first half of the year. And in case you need a reminder, take a look.
Sorry about that.
Well, you should be.
Go!
And Jason, Easter's this weekend, so we have to get in the Easter spirit. I got you some bunny ears. I am the gift. You literally don't need anything else, so you're welcome.
Yeah, I see what you mean, and I've got to speak to somebody about getting a raise.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
One of the coolest events of the first half of the year that we got to cover happened in Snow Hill.
We're firing up the lawnmowers for the Shore Fun Garden Tractor Pull.
So what we have going on here today is it's garden tractor pulling or quarter scale tractor pulling. What we're going to do is we have a sled that we have tractors that we're trying to pull the furthest distance. A lot of people used to do it in the older times with bigger tractors, farm machinery, but now we've kind of dumbed it down to a quarter scale size tractor, which is an older scale lawn and garden tractor. We usually average about 20-25 people, but a lot of us have more than one tractor, so on average I say there's 45 to 50 tractors here that pull. This is part of the Shore Fun Garden Tractor Pulling group. We're a small group of people down in Snow Hill. We're all from all over, from Lewis, Delmar, Salisbury. We get together first Saturday of every month down here in Snow Hill. We do a lot of our fundraising. We donate to a lot of different things. We do stuff for the children, stuff, and donate to during Christmas time with toys. Basically just to get together to have fun and support other people. It's a fun thing to do if you just want to have a good time. It's not extremely pricey to get into. To have fun, you can take it as far as you want to go, but it's something if you like to tinker, it's a fun sport to be in.
Don't forget that you can still attend a pull as they get together on the first Saturday of the month. And for more info, you can check out Shore Fun Garden Tractor Pulling on Facebook.
After the break, we review the evidence that Jason is indeed the bad luck when it comes to turkey hunting. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the First Half of 2024 special.
And we couldn't have a best of show without reminding everyone that Jason really is the bad luck when it comes to turkey hunts.
You know, aren't you supposed to be swimming with a horse or something?
Well, I've actually started hunting when I was 10 years old. So I guess that figures out to about 76 years ago. My dad took me the first time. We could not deer hunt because there's no season. Season didn't start until 54. So I was squirrel hunting. Well, I was privileged to be in the first class that, up at Dover, and there was probably 40 or 50 of us, and that was in 94. And then I went hunting that year, and I harvested a turkey. And then in the next year, which was 95, I was privileged to kill the highest scoring turkey in the state. And then in 2000 rather, I took and harvested the heaviest bird in the state. I killed that, the one that scored the highest. They asked me to go up to the Hankton Fair, and they had my bird on display, and they asked me to give a little speech about that. And there was callers up there from several different states, and I listened to them, and I said, you know something, folks? I said, I was privileged. I found a dumb bird. Had no bed because they were great callers. I'm not that great a caller, but I'm persistent. Jordan was fortunate to spot it 400 yards away, the hen first, and the hen came out, and I began to wonder if she's going to be by herself. And then the next thing I knew, Jordan had binoculars on this tom, and it came across slowly, until it got about 100 yards out, and here it come running and trying to get to that. And I knew when I shot, if I waited any longer, I would have shot my decoy too. And there is some blood on it, so. And that's my 21st bearded that I've killed, turkey. So, and I was eating a turkey sandwich when it happened. Oh, what's left of my sandwich?
Yeah, it's a turkey sandwich.
Let's see.
It's the turkey sandwich with love.
Yeah, that's a turkey sandwich.
And you got a turkey from it. This is Swiss cheese.
Well, it's 7:15. I gotta finish my sandwich before I go ahead and register my bird. Yeah, but anyway, this has been super. I was happy that I was asked to do this, and I'll always remember it.
There you have it, concrete proof that Jason really is the bad luck.
It is my solemn vow that during next spring turkey season, I will see twice as many turkeys as you, and if I don't, I will dress up in a turkey costume for our turkey special.
Ooh, now I know what's going to get me through the rest of the year.
And while she's hanging on to that mental image, we'll step aside to get some words from our sponsor. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Lauren, you were just down to Chincoteague for the 99th annual Pony Swim.
Yes, the Pony Swim has become one of my favorite work events to cover every year. I get to be right in row Terry's boat, pony swimming right next to us, the tradition, the excitement, the people, so much fun every year, and I can't wait to be back next year.
Well, ahead of the 65th annual Pony Swim, Scorchy Taws introduced us to a couple of world-famous Chincoteague saltwater cowboys.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
This week is the annual Chincoteague Pony Swim and Auction, and back in 1990, WBOC aired a story about two of the longtime saltwater cowboys who helped to guide the ponies across the Chincoteague Channel. Well, here is that story from the late, great Scorchy Taws.
When the famed ponies of Chincoteague begin the 65th annual Pony Penning Swim on Wednesday, Walt Clark and Herman Daisy will be there. just as they were in the days of their youth.
Love it to death. I love it just as much now as I did then.
You have any plans of giving it up?
No, not long as I can get on that horse.
Native Chincoteaguers Walt Clark and Herman Daisy, both hovering at 70, are the oldest active saltwater cowboys. They have trod the path of tradition for well over a half-century, have herded many a wild pony across Assateague Channel, and have old pony penning day stories to tell by the yard, gallon, or pound.
Old man Jim Powell and had a load of ponies up upon the Alp when I was a kid. And they give me 50 cents a day and a free pass to the movies to take care of them, said that the gate was closed.
My father stayed down on Walls Beach, clubhouse down there. And they had sheep down there and ponies. And we'd every year round the sheep up and shear them. And then we'd take the colts, put on the monitor and bring up here to the carnival ground, sell them up here. Sold a minimum for $10, $15.
For Walt and Herman, the days preceding pony penning are days of anticipation and preparation. Days that put a flicker of youthful exuberance in their eyes. Days when they share memories of past roundups and drink from the cup of nostalgia. After 59 years of riding, an incredible excitement still exists within them.
I'm looking forward for the Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be across that bridge where that truck will run.
And you'll be on that pony?
I'll be on that black horse.
I told Terry, I said, Ro, if I die before pony penning comes, dig me up and set me on the front seat and carry me with you. I told you.
It's still a little bit green.
Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that Chincoteague ponies have a height that averages around 13.2 hands or 54 inches? For comparison, Tucker, a Percheron, is just over 16 hands.
Did you know that the reason the ponies are so much smaller is due to their diet, which consists of salt marsh plants and brush?
And did you know that the ponies generally weigh around 850 pounds with life expectancies now reaching into the 20s?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
This is the Outdoors Delmarva Best of the First Half of 2024 special.
One of the nicest guys we've ever met held an event at Loblolly Acres in Woodside, and he invited all of his chainsaw-wielding friends, and they did the unthinkable.
They wouldn't. They didn't.
Oh, yes, they did.
Oh, my.
I got to carve a bear with a chainsaw. There are some beautiful carvings happening, and you are making some of those. Tell us how you got into doing something like this.
Well, certainly it is unique, but I will tell you my hometown is Ridgeway, Pennsylvania. I have seen carvers come there for years and years, and that's really where this got started on the East Coast. One day I kind of just decided I want to try this. And I've been carving probably for the past, I think, 5 years or so.
Is there any attachment that you get to these where you're like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to sell this?
Always. I have them on the porch. I have them in the yard. And so then my husband's like, you need to sell them. Stop keeping your pieces. And for me, once I put the eyes in, they become like lifelike. Sometimes I name them.
Do you have names for the otters?
I haven't named the otters yet specifically.
This is the second year you've had this.
Yep.
What kind of response did you get? Because obviously you brought it back, you moved it. It feels like this is what a chainsaw carving event feels like it should be.
Yeah. So last year was great. A lot of good response out of it. My biggest thing is I'm a chainsaw carver and not an event planner. So I kind of needed to try to pawn some of this off on somebody else who's good at event planning and has their own 501c3 and they can handle all that aspect of it. I'm good at calling my friends and say, hey, you want to come carve? And getting some logs. So yeah, met up with the ladies over here at Loblolly Acres, and they were all about it, and they had no idea really what to expect. And I'm still not sure that they know what they're expecting, but it's a good time. I would love to make this an annual event. I would love to grow this and to be just something that everybody, you know, like, I hate to say it, but the Firefly of chainsaws.
Yeah.
But we want to keep going. We don't want to shut it off like Firefly.
Well, I like it. I think this is the kind of festival that really is positive for the community and for the whole family.
Yeah, and it's, you know, Loblolly is all about the arts, especially here in Kent County. So this is part of the arts that we'd love to bring here, just to show everybody really what you can do. And maybe Firefly was a bad example. We'll call it Chainsaws Calling.
Chainsaws Calling.
Something like that. I don't know.
I like it. I think it's great because
I'm just a chainsaw carver. I don't know.
That's my bear.
Are you just gonna carry that thing around with you all the time?
Yeah, like, why wouldn't I?
Oh man, Josh, you've created a monster. Be sure to follow Art and Saul on Facebook for all things chainsaw carving.
The Outdoors Delmarva Best of the First Half of 2024 special returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at a few of our favorite photos that you've sent in over the last 6 months.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Keep sending in those wonderful viewer photos by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com or scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We want to thank each and every one of you who have made the first half of 2024 so awesome. There are lots more adventures that we have to share with you, so we hope that you'll join us right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.